What are we doing today, Rosie?
Today, I'm touring November's new apartment.
Yes, thanks to everyone who purchased our first album. Really, I mean, there it is.
ENCORE. So basically, it's not a found footage film, but it's kind of has that kind of style to it, which seems to be a very common cinematic tool these days, kind of using the video camera as a straightaway kind of shot. Like it's a one-shot film. It's like done in one shot, and there's a lot going on. And for some people, like I'm sure there's a lot of artists and actors and directors in the audience where that kind of like friendship and creative relationship kind of gets intertwined, and jealousies can occur, and people wonder if someone's going to taking off faster than them. Or like there's a lot to relate with this film, and kind of ends. You kind of think it's going to go in different directions, and I was getting worried about the balcony when I first saw the film, like she's gonna throw over the balcony or something like that, but because you don't know where they're gonna go with this film tone-wise, but it does end. This last film of the festival kind of ends in a kind of nice little tone where they kind of like meet in a mutual section. So in 10 minutes. So what did you guys think of this one-shot film?
It's a really, really beautiful film, and the acting they had a really great chemistry together. And the use of the iPhone and making it seem like a one long take, you're right, it did have like the found footage kind of feeling, but with an iPhone, which is very interesting. And I think that's an amazing acting job to sing at the same time, that it becomes a musical in a way that they sing at the end. The technique of handing off the camera really made a statement. And you kept thinking that something was going to happen because of the sound that you were hearing handing off the camera. So that made it very compelling to watch, and you didn't know what was going to happen next. So, you're right, you didn't know how it was going to end, but I was glad it ended well.
Yeah, you're rooting for a happy ending because you do become attached to thwill characters. And these found footage films are tough because it has to be realistic. Like the footage that you're watching, sometimes people will stretch the boundaries of like what they're actually shooting, but it does kind of work like they're shooting, you know what I mean? Like they're shooting like these two people would in real life, and it kind of works.
Just really quick, I thought it was really cool to see them come together at the end, like musically. I thought it was a beautiful piece of music, and I thought they both had beautiful voices. Yeah, just overall, just awesome film. It was just really cool to see them come together.
Personally, it gave me a sense of solitude, because right now, like nowadays, society is imposing us to live a virtual life. So, I have like 1,000 followers, so I have 2,000, but in the reality, I got solitude and loneliness in the real life, and sometimes chasing your dream is imposing you to compromise yourself and live in lonely, in your apartment. This is my personal opinion, but that's what I got from the film.
Yeah, it's definitely a 21st century kind of like film where like these people are bringing the world into their environments, and they're bringing the world into their conflict. So this is what as creative people, as everybody's kind of doing their different things, and as artists, like this is what you have to do. This is a lot of things that you have to do. You have to bring in the world, right? You have to become part of the show, part of the reality, I guess.